Another thing that can be going on when we're having difficulty taking action is that we need connection. Usually we're alone when we're working on a project, and that's fine. In fact, sometimes it's necessary. And, we clear time for ourselves and we're working and all is going well for a while until we fall out of action. Now, if you've already tried strategies number 1 and 2, you might ask yourself if you're needing some connection. When I say that we need connection, I'm not talking about connection with just anybody. We need connection with people who are interested in us and supportive of us. And I'll tell you a quick story about that. My mom wanted to start working again. She hadn't worked in a job for about 10 years, and she started looking around, and she quickly found the new impersonal world of online applications, and she found that alienating and frustrating and pretty hard to get traction in. And then something that seemed like a miracle happened. An interesting job came to her through a friend. The job really appealed to her. She wanted to do it. And all she had to do was fill out the application. But she couldn't do it. She couldn't take that action. Every week I talked to her and she'd report that she still hadn't done it, that it was hard for her and she just couldn't take that action. And when I was visiting a couple months later, I asked her about it again and she still hadn't filled it out. And I said, hey, do you want to work on it while I'm here? So she got it out and started to talk to me about what was hard. And it was the work history. She said, oh, I haven't worked in so long. I listened and she continued, all I have is a collection of jobs that don't add up to anything. To anything? Who would want to hire me? And I empathized. Who can't relate to that really? I know I certainly can. And I reminded her that she already has the job. It didn't matter what she would write on the application. She just had to fill it out. It was a formality, but she had to do it. Well, very quickly, she finished up that application in about 10 minutes tops. So what made the difference? The difference was someone being there with her. A supportive, interested person being there with her, being present, connecting with her. Connection is really important. We need time and space alone to work, but we also need connection, especially on elements that are difficult. So connection is super important. So what do you do if you don't have it? Because a lot of people are in that situation where they don't readily have connection. Well, let me offer a few strategies. The first thing I would suggest is make a list of family members and friends who are interested in and supportive of you and your project, and keep that list at hand and call them when you're needing some connection. Better yet, set up regular dates to meet with people who are interested in you and supportive of you. And that will act as, a preventative to falling out of action because you'll be having regular contact. Another thing you can do is you can join a group that shares your interest. And this has been made easier by all the online resources. And Facebook is a terrific resource for this. You can type what you're interested in the search bar, whether that's career change or meditation or whatever it is. And then click search, and what'll come up is a list of different things that Facebook can offer you. And one of the things is groups. So you would click on groups and see what the different groups are, read about them, and join one or two of them. I actually have made lasting friendships and even working relationships with people who I've met in Facebook groups. So that's another way that you can get connection. You can interact right there in the Facebook group. You can also get in touch with people separately and form friendships outside of the Facebook group after you get to know people. So that's another strategy for getting connection. And then A third way to get connection is to work with a coach. When you work with a coach, you schedule regular sessions. Now that's really dependable contact. And then in the sessions, you're getting focused attention and support for yourself and the things that you're working on in your life. So coaching is a really terrific way to get the connection that you need in order to stay in action. So once you start taking action, you get momentum. You take action and then you want to take more action. You get excited about taking action and you become more ready to take action. So in order to get this momentum, you need a few strategies. I hope the ones that I've given you here are helpful to you, and I wish you the best of luck. If you have reactions or questions, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you for tuning in.